time is 9 o'clock, and you are listening to CHMA 106.9 FM.
And now it's time for your CHMA News. We're broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, the heart of the Maritimes and the traditional and unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq people. Coming up in the next 15 minutes, we'll have your local news, Atlantic update, weather, sports update, and some community announcements.
Hello, and welcome to CHMA's local news at 106.9 FM and chmafm.com. We are broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, the heart of the Maritimes, on the traditional and unceded land of the Mi'kmaq people. I'm Theodore Ramarak. Today is Friday, July 31st. In the news today, Sappy Fest gets underway in Sackville, kicking off 3 days of music, art, and poetry across the community. Friday's lineup includes performances by Montreal indie pop duo BB Club, singer-songwriter Jennifer Castle, New Brunswick's Green Eyes, Witch Hands. In addition to music, visitors can explore art expositions, the Sappy Street Market, and other events happening throughout downtown. And now, CHMA spoke with scientists and conservation experts to better understand why Chignecto Isthmus is considered one of Atlantic Canada's most ecologically significant landscapes. The Chignecto Isthmus is a narrow strip of land connecting New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. It's often in the headlines because of climate change or the debate surrounding the proposed natural gas plant near Central Village. But long before those discussions began, scientists and conservation groups had already identified the isthmus as one of Atlantic Canada's most important ecological landscapes. Barry Rossfuth is the executive director at the Atlantic Wildlife Institute.
Chignecto Isthmus is a one-of-a-kind habitat and environmental zone within Canada. In all actuality, it's one of two areas in North America. It's number two as far as ecological sensitivity from the standpoint of climate change. This is an area which is extremely vulnerable to climate change. There's been all sorts of activity focused around trying to protect the isthmus.
One reason the isthmus is so important is its location. Every spring and fall, millions of birds move along the Atlantic Flyway, which is one of North America's major migration routes. The isthmus sits at a natural bottleneck, funneling birds through a relatively narrow corridor as they travel between their breeding and wintering grounds. Atlantic Wildlife Institute's Pam Novak explains the importance.
Area is quite crucial to especially spring migration or so of birds coming up from South America and the lower United States up all the way through to breed in the Arctic. And the flyover of the seabirds and raptors and songbirds in this area is intense.
Kelsey Butler is Atlantic Director of Conservation with Birds Canada, and she explains why so many species depend on the isthmus.
This has been an important area for birds, probably since time immemorial, and it is important for actually a few different reasons for birds. So it's really important for species at risk, birds that rely on forested wetlands and marsh wetlands along the isthmus.
Among the species that depend on the region are the semi-palmated sandpipers. Each summer, thousands gather along the Bay of Fundy, feeding on tiny crustaceans to nearly double their body weight before making one of the longest nonstop flights of any shorebird.
We also support a large population of semi-palmated sandpipers during their fall migration. It actually supports I think it's 75% of the global population stop over on their way up north.
Rothfuss says those wetlands help keep the entire ecosystem functioning.
Well, again, they're a heat sink. They essentially absorb the issues that are directly impacting climate change. They're a buffer. As soon as you start destroying that buffer, you are taking some of the key elements out of our battle to protect and preserve our overall climate.
Those same wetlands are also at the center of the proposed natural gas station near Central Village. Before construction can begin, the project must undergo a provincial environmental impact assessment examining its potential environmental, social, and health impacts. Butler says Birds Canada's concerns stem from the ecological importance of the landscape itself and what the generating station could mean for the wildlife that depends on it.
We're concerned about, several different types of impacts. So one of them is obviously just general habitat destruction to accommodate for the footprint of that project. And so obviously, clear cutting, filling of wetlands to build roads, buildings, creating more fragmentation in this, the light that this project will put off, which is kind of interesting because I think most people might not think about light as being a huge issue, but migratory birds are really attracted to light, and they can become disoriented and stranded by what's called ALAN, but it's artificial light at night.
The environmental assessment will determine whether the natural gas station moves forward. But the Chignecto Isthmus is more than the site of that proposal. It's one of Atlantic Canada's most connected landscapes, where wetlands, forests, and coastlines come together to support wildlife throughout the year. Those natural connections continue to shape the isthmus, and the decisions made today will help determine how they're protected in the future. For CHMA, I'm Theodore Bramarack.
Unasikiliza CHMA 106.9 FM katika Sackville, New Brunswick.
And here's your CHMA Atlantic update. New Brunswick's Provincial Archives is making it easier for people to track down historical records. It's launched a new vital statistics search platform that allows people to find records, track the progress of their requests, and adds more self-service tools. Recent amendments to the Federal Citizenship Act have caused a significant increase in requests for historical records from people looking to support their citizenship applications. The new platform aims to help with the increased demand. A new survey finds Canadians are feeling financial pressure and the cost of groceries is leading the squeeze. But narrative research found Atlantic Canadians were more likely than people in other regions to say the costs of electricity and home heating were affecting their finances. People aged 25 to 34 were more likely than other age groups to cite their mortgage costs or rent payments as a stressor. Canadians with a household income of less than $60,000 are more likely to feel the pinch of food costs, but less likely to be affected by gasoline costs. The PEI government is seeking applicants for its Debt Risk Advisory Committee. The committee's role is to offer guidance on debt management and reducing financial risks. Finance Minister Jill Burridge says she is looking for internal and external experts to serve 2-year terms. The government's goal is to maintain a debt-to-GDP ratio of less than 40%, along with reaching other financial benchmarks. The opposition Liberals on PEI are calling for action after the emergency department at the Western Hospital in Alberton was closed for the 3rd time in the last 7 days. Interim Liberal leader Hal Perry says access to care should not depend on a person's postal code. The party says the next closest hospital is an hour away in Summerside. The Liberals are asking the government for a plan to stabilize emergency department access in the western part of the island. Nova Scotia says it will spend millions more to add 25 new officers to the RCMP's ranks. It will cost $16 million more this year and $18 million in annual funding in future years. The planned expansion comes as the RCMP continues to face criticism about its effectiveness. A public inquiry into the 2020 Nova Scotia mass shooting called for governments to reconsider the RCMP's central role in rural policing. Justice Minister Scott Armstrong says he has confidence in the police force and he wants to make sure the Mounties have the resources they need. And that has been your CHMA Atlantic Update.
Hi everyone, I'm Bria from Caper Radio CJBU in Sydney, Nova Scotia, and you're listening to CHMA.
And now for the weather. Today, cloudy with a 60% chance of showers, fog patches dissipating in the morning with wind northeast 20 kilometers an hour, a high of 20, and a UV index of 5 or moderate. At night, mainly cloudy with a 60% chance of showers, fog patches developing in the evening, wind north 20 kilometers an hour becoming light in the evening with a low of 15. On Saturday, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 26. At night, cloudy periods with a low of 16. On Sunday, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 28. At night, cloudy with a low of 19. On Monday, showers with a high of 24. And then at night, showers with a low of 15. On Tuesday, cloudy with a 60% chance of showers and a high of 22. Then at night, cloudy periods with a 30% chance of showers and a low of 14. Finally, on Wednesday, a mix of sun and cloud and a high of 24. And that has been the weather.
Hi, it's JC.
Hi, it's Hannah.
Hi, it's Craig.
Hi, it's Diego.
Hi, it's Eileen.
And you're listening to CHMA.
And here's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update.
Yesterday in Major League Baseball, the ultimate grand slam was hit by Minnesota Twins player Cody Clemens. Twins down to their last strike of the game with the bases loaded. Clemens hits a right field grand slam, and the Twins defeat the Kansas City Royals 4-3 on the last pitch of the game. Your San Diego Padres also lost yesterday, joining the Royals. They were 4-1 victims to the work of the San Francisco Giants. It was the Tampa Bay Rays by 1 over the Rangers at home. 3-2 final there. White Sox get by the Yankees in 11. 2-1. Cubs double up the Cards 4-2 in 10. It was the Reds with a 3-2 victory over the Pirates at home. Mets defeat the Marlins 4-2. Atlanta gets by Washington 5-4, and then out on the West Coast, the Red Sox defeat the Athletics 5-4, and the Dodgers beat the Mariners 6-2. WNBA action. The Minnesota Lynx all over the Toronto Tempo in Toronto, 104-72. Chicago Sky come back against the Connecticut Sun for the 94-88 victory. And it was the Las Vegas Aces holding on against the New York Liberty, 104-99.
And that's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update. Please be sure to check out Brian's show on Mondays at 8:30 a.m. for more sports commentary.
Hi, I'm Don from 3DM Crafts, and you're listening to CHMA.
And now for what's happening in your community. If you're looking for a fun evening event for the entire family, look no further. Coming at you this summer is Chocolate Bar Bingo, a great chance to get out of the house and, if you're lucky, win a sweet treat. One chocolate bar gets you one bingo card, but the more you bring, the more cards you get, up to 3. This event will be on July 28th from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Tantramar Veterans Memorial Civic Center, specifically upstairs. No registration is required. This is Chocolate Bar Bingo on July 28th. If you're looking for a low-stakes community environment to enjoy some treats and warm beverages, then Nursing Home Without Walls Tantramar is excited to announce their weekly tea and talks. These events invite those 60 and up to visit Cafe Tantramar on 34 Mallard Drive for a calm, refreshing snack in the afternoon. Tea and talks are every Thursday and are currently running as of July 23rd. Outside and indoor seating are available for everyone who visits between 2:30 p.m. and 3:45 p.m. Join Tantramar ALC on July 30th at 9 p.m. under the stars for a movie in the park. Bring your blankets and lawn chairs and enjoy a free outdoor screening of 2024's Wicked, with popcorn provided. The first part of the film adaptation of the Broadway musical follows Elphaba and Glinda's time at Shiz University and the beginnings of their complicated friendship in Oz. This is a free event taking place at the Bill Johnston Memorial Park on July 30th at 9 p.m. Bring your family and friends to Bill Johnston Memorial Park on Monday, August 3rd from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. for an afternoon of community fun and celebration. New Brunswick Day will be celebrated in Tantramar with a variety of activities and treats, including shaved ice, mini donuts, community barbecue, a dunk tank, live music, and so much more. Whether you're stopping by for lunch, enjoying the live entertainment, or taking part in the activities, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Once again, this is on August 3rd from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Bill Johnston Memorial Park. Don't miss out on celebrating New Brunswick Day. And that's what's happening in your community.
And that was your CHMA News. Please visit www.chmafm.com for more news and to sign up for our email newsletter. Funding is provided by our monthly sustainers, the Community Radio Fund of Canada, and the Municipality of Tantramar's Community Development Grant. If you have a story idea or would like to include an announcement, please write us at news@chmafm.com.
This Way Out is an award-winning international weekly LGBTQ radio program featuring a weekly summary of the news affecting or within the queer community, in-depth coverage of major events, interviews, music, literature, and so much more. Tune in to This Way Out every Friday at 10 a.m. only here on CHMA 106.9 FM, the voice of the Marshes.
Whether you're heading to work, getting off a shift, or just waking up in the morning, you are listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, voice of the Marshes. I'm Maya Noel, and this is the Late Morning Show. Today is Friday, July 31st. We have come to the end of the month officially, and the first day of Sappy Fest. Happy Sappy, everyone. We're going to go ahead and jump into some music. First up, we have Jesse Alexandra with 321 Self-Destruct, as well as Coco La Rosa with Potter and the Clay. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in and enjoy the music.
Watch me drive you away. Swear I'm trying, yeah, I'm trying, but there's no heart here left to break. Watch me float on away. Watch the birds in my sky fly anything but straight. Wondering why I can't catch my breath or a break. Every time I try to shake this feeling, it's too late. Too late for apologies, too late for sympathies, too late for teary-eyed goodbyes. So I self-destruct in 3, 2, 1. Self-destruct in 3, 2, 1. Watch me dance towards the edge. I've come undone. I need someone to come stitch me up again. In a perfect world, I'd mend myself again. I let you
those things I once so enjoyed. They can't make me feel quite the same anymore. As if life has now bittered the taste. It's enough to make you long for the good old days. Ah, but of course, those days were lies, and the stories we told were myth. You gonna make me cry, tell me it's always been like this. Used to feel like the potter, the one molding the clay. Nowadays I feel like the mud. I'm in hot water and I've been here for days. Could be boiling, I wouldn't know. For the change, it came so slow. Why is it after such stunning highs that often come such crushing lows? As if life is now deemed it fit to balance out the load. Oh, and you say that it's just a part of this world that we have come to know. You're gonna break my heart, tell me that that's just the way that she goes. Used to feel like the potter, the one molding the clay. Nowadays I feel like the mud. I'm in hot water and I've been here for days. Could be boiling, I wouldn't know. For the change, it came so slow. If you wind up on the floor in the house of the Lord, well, light a candle for me. I got this old pump where my heart should have been, and a mind played with defeat. I'm up and feeling like the whole room shaking. Now wait, no, that's me. I hope I make it to the end of the tune. I guess we'll wait and we'll see. Lord, it goes like to remind me how we're all just passing by. You're gonna drive the nail in, baby, say we're all just born to die. Used to feel like the potter, the one molding the clay. Nowadays I feel like the mud. I'm in hot water, I've been here for days. Could be boiling, I wouldn't know. For the change, it came so slow.
That was Coco La Rosa with Potter and the Clay on CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, Voice of the Marshes. I'm Maya Noel, and you are listening to The Late Morning Show. And we also heard 321 Self-Destruct by Jesse Alexandra. Next up, we have Danielle Schroeder with Love in a Different Way, as well as Amber Days with Present Tense. Let's get into it.
Times can I tell myself I won't fall prey yet again? How long will I hold on tight to all these stories in my head? How many lies will control my mind before I'm ready for the truth? The truth of how love ocean that I always know. Love you and let you go. Where my heart is strong. Where my love can't hold it up. How many times have I fooled myself when you turn to walk away? Drawn into some twisted dream like a moth to a flame. How many times have I wasted breath calling out your name? Please tell me what you need so I can